Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Lucie. Lucie is essentially the English equivalent of the French Lucie, both of which are ultimately derived from the Latin Lucia. Lucia comes from Lucius, an old Roman masculine name derived from the Latin lux, meaning light, a name often bestowed upon babies born at dawn, which would explain its heavy ancient usage. As a female given name, Lucia was made even more common throughout Europe during the Middle Ages thanks to St. Lucia of Syracuse, an early 4th century saint whose cult and legend grew in medieval times. Apropos, Lucia is the patron saint of blind people, as she was said to be the way of light. Born at the end of the 3rd century in Syracuse, Sicily, Lucia gave herself over to Christianity and refused her pagan bridegroom. Her rejected husband-to-be turned her over to the Roman authorities, at a time when the practice of Christianity was punishable by death. When the Roman guards came to kill her, they were unable to move her extremely heavy body. According to legend, Lucia had been filled with the Holy Spirit, which was the source behind all that extra weight. The guards were also prevented from burning her. So in the end, they gorged her eyes out with a fork. Moral of the story: you can take Lucia out of the light, but you can't take the light out of Lucia. The French form, Lucie, was actually preserved by the herdsmen and peasants of France, as opposed to the more wealthy proprietors. In any case, Lucie found its way to England in the Middle Ages. The name experienced another surge in popularity during the 18th century and again more recently. Lucie is currently a very popular name throughout the English-speaking world. It is ranked number 5 in Scotland, number 6 in Northern Ireland, number 7 in Ireland, number 20 in Australia, and number 23 in England/Wales. In Northern America, i.e., Canada and the United States, Lucie isn't quite as popular, but she's definitely shining brightly. Personality of the girl named Lucie. The number 7 personality is deeply mystical and highly in tune with their spirituality. They operate on a different wavelength than the average Joe. Spending time alone comes easily to 7s, as it gives them time to contemplate philosophical, religious, and spiritual ideas in an effort to find real truth. 7s are wise, but often exude mystery as if they are tapped into something the rest of us don't understand. They love the outdoors and are fed by nature. 7s are constantly seeking to understand human nature, our place in the universe, and the mystery of life in general. This makes them quite artistic and poetic, but they are also keen observers with high intellect, so they are equally scientific-minded. 7s are charitable and care deeply about the human condition. Popularity of the girl named Lucie. The name Lucie is unquestionably experiencing a revival right now in America. At the turn of the last century, the name was a top 50 to 100 pick for baby girls, but then its popularity diminished as decades wore on. By the 1970s, usage of the name Lucie was moderate at best. Then, in the mid-1990s, what was once passé suddenly became red hot. Lucie has been soaring up the charts and landed a spot back on America's top 100 list for the first time since 1924. This just happened in 2010, and so far she continues to show upwards momentum. Lucie is traditionally thought of as a short form of the name Lucille. Think, I love Lucie, but Lucie is a well-established name in her own right. It's clear that we all love Lucie now. The name has sweet, old-fashioned charm, like Lily, Emma, Chloe. She's simply adorable. Quick facts on Lucie. Gender, girl. Origin, English. Number of syllables, 2. Ranking popularity, 66. Pronunciation, Lucie. Simple meaning, light. Characteristics of Lucie. Imaginative, philosophical, wise, eccentric, mystical, intuitive, solitary. Cultural references to the baby name, Lucie. Literary characters of the baby name Lucie. Lucie is the youngest of the 4 Peasants children who find their way into the magical kingdom of Narnia, in C.S. Lewis' timeless The Chronicles of Narnia, first introduced in the 1950s, most notably in The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. While she and her siblings are staying at the country home of Professor Kirk in order to avoid the bombing blitz on London during World War II, it is 8-year-old Lucie who finds the entry to Narnia through a wardrobe door, and convinces her at first skeptical older siblings to eventually join her. Time stands still on Earth while the children are in Narnia, and Lucie grows into the beloved Queen Lucie the Valiant during her 15 years there. Although it has been hailed as a Christian allegory, Lewis was an enthusiastic Catholic convert, with Aslan the lion as the central Christ figure, that hardly matters to the generations of children who have thrilled to the adventures in the books, movies, and televised series. Lucie is the eponymous heroine of Jamaica Kincaid's 1990 novella, Lucie, about a young Caribbean woman who travels to the United States to become an au pair for the children of a wealthy white family. As a newcomer and foreigner adjusting to her new home, Lucie is beset by the demons of her past in the British colonized islands, a past in which she felt neither valued nor recognized. Through the new relationships she forges and her experiences as an immigrant, Lucie comes to a new level of self-awareness and developing fulfillment, open and ready for what lies ahead. Lucie is the beautiful, vivacious, and innocent young girl of Bram Stoker's 1897 novel, Dracula, the dear friend of the heroine, Mina Murray, and the one who falls first victim to the vampire's bloodlust, joining the ranks of the unholy herself. Through no fault of her own, for she is pure and good, Lucie embarks upon the morbid feeding of the blood of children, and it is only through her death that she is liberated and takes her rightful place among the angels. Lucie is the delightfully crabby, bossy pants little 8-year-old created by Charles Schulz in his comic strip Peanuts. She terrorizes her brothers and friends, plays bad baseball, runs a 5-cent psychiatric booth, and harbors an unrequited love for Schroeder the musician. Whether she is thwarting Charlie Brown from his kickoffs, dodging Snoopy's sloppy kisses, or hiding her brother Linus' security blanket, she is always amusing and entertaining, if somewhat scary in a bad seed kind of way. Nonetheless, Lucie has her soft side also, albeit seldom seen. She has been known to burst into tears at a perceived slight. She has actually complimented Charlie Brown on occasion, she has selflessly rescued her brother Linus from the Great Pumpkin Patch, and she has actually hugged Snoopy, famously declaring that happiness is a warm puppy. Popular songs on Lucie. Watch Out for Lucie, Lucie's Door, Lucie in the Sky with Diamonds, Forgetful Lucie, There Goes Lucie, a song by Vince Gill, a song by Marianne Faithfull, a song by the Rembrandts, Lucie in the Subway, Rubber Lucie, a song by Harry Belafonte, a song by Ivy, Lucie Doesn't Love You, a song by Adam Sandler, a song by Eric Clapton, a song by the Beatles, a song by Candlebox, a song by Fish, a song by the Hollies, a song by the Grateful Dead. Lucie Lucie, The Ballad of Lucie Jordan, Lucie, D. Famous people named Lucie. Lucy Burns, woman suffragist, Lucy Liu, actress, Lucy Hayes, U.S. First Lady, Lucy Lawless, actress,